This review has been brought to you in part by MainIrishAirsoft.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Oddie's Airsoft. Now this review has been a long time coming and I'm delighted to finally get this to you. This is a review of my personal HK417D from Umarex. Any of you who've watched the channel before will know that I'm a huge H&K fan. I already rock a G&G H&K replica, and I was waiting for this one for quite a while. It's arrived, finally got to play with it today, and I'm absolutely delighted with it. In terms of the build quality, because this is OEM by VSC, it is absolutely stunning in terms of build quality. You know, I'm fairly fussy when it comes to my AEGs. I do like to use the best of the best, and I really can't find fault with it. In terms of authenticity, it's absolutely superb. The markings on the selector switch, the stock, pistol grip, markings, all excellent. Really do. Aesthetically, you can't fault the gun. All right, now the 417, as you know, is the 7.62, not a variant, but you know, it's sort of the big brother of the 416. It's 7.62 based, and the magazine is a big old magazine. Now, the only issue some of you might have if you are going to invest in one of these pieces is that you're going to need to make sure you have magazine pouches that will hold these magazines, because although it's 7.62, it's a 7.62 by 51 replica, so you do need some fairly big mag pouches, so M14, SR25, G3, that sort of size. Right, your standard AK-47 isn't going to cut it, because the AK-47 is based on a 7.62 by 39. Okay, so that's one of the gotchas with it, so you are going to have to change your loadout. So how did I find it? Absolutely loved it. You know, I was looking forward to playing with this so much. You know, sometimes the hype can overwhelm you, and you get you know, have a poor experience when you actually use it. When I started off, I was thinking, it's okay, but not tremendous. But the hop just needed to bed in. After, you know, a couple of magazines run through it, the hop bedded in, and I was getting some very nice kills indeed. I do need to tweak it a little bit, fine tune it, just so I'm absolutely happy with the distance I'm getting, the range I'm getting, and the accuracy. But today is a bit blowy, so you know, maybe the wind was a big factor. But in terms of aesthetics, as I say, absolutely love it. Stunning piece. We'll show you some close-ups of the gun. You know, nice HK engraving on the bolt carrier. HK sights front and back. Now I know that there is another version of this gun out there, not by Umarex, but only from VSC, called the 350C. And I do know that VSC have released an upgrade kit if you want to convert your standard H147D into a 350C with longer rail system, longer barrels, so that's an option for you. I think I'll be investing in that myself, but honestly can't fault it. I bought a load of mid-cap mags because I definitely see this as a mil-sim type piece, you know, very much a themed game piece, not just a BB Fest machine. So, you know, I did have a couple of issues. I did actually run out of ammo at one stage during a game. Fortunately, it was very close to the end. But I thoroughly enjoyed the experience of playing with it. Really, really like it. One thing which struck me actually, and I was kind of surprised at, it's a much heavier piece than the 416. Now, yeah, you would think, well, 7.62 base replica should be. I was surprised at how much heavier it is, because it is only a standard sort of carbine length barrel, 363mm I think it is. So I was surprised at how heavy it is. So you should invest in a sling. I always run with a sling, doesn't matter what AUG I'm rocking. I always play with a sling, because it does take the weight off you when you need it. So you're definitely going to need one. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get an ASAP to fit that stock tube. I'm not sure what size the stock tube is. It could be a mil-spec stock tube, so I may have to invest in a mil-spec ASAP. Trigger guard, I'm not sure yet. I might just leave it stock for the moment until I decide what way I'm going to go, if I am going to add any accessories to it. For the minute, I'm just going to play it vanilla, straight out of the box, and I'm loving it. Absolutely love it. Typical nice features: locking ball carrier, makes it very, very handy to adjust the hop. We'll show you a close-up of that as well. The mags are a nice snug fit. They don't rattle around. You know, they slot in positively, click in nicely, and there's no wobble there. Now, having said that, the downside of that is you can't just press the mag release and expect the mag to fall out. You do have to help it on its way, but I think that'll probably loosen up a little bit as I get to use it. So, first impressions, first time out, played all morning with it, absolutely love it. Delighted I made the investment, and really looking forward to getting involved in some serious milsimming with this particular piece. Okay, just to mention another really nice feature of this gun. Now the 416 I have is actually front wired, so you need to use a LiPo that goes inside the rail system. This gun is actually rear wired. I presume other VFC OEM pieces are also rear wired. The stock is really easy to open and gain access to the battery compartment. You literally twist and it pops off, okay? And then you have access to your batteries. Now, because the stock tube itself seems to be a mil-spec stock tube, it's very wide. I don't know if you can see there, I've actually got 2 LiPos in there. So I was very easily able to switch between batteries when I felt one battery was going low. Yeah, so I fitted two 7.4 volt LiPos in there, and very easy to switch when I needed to. Now I've got them in the stock tube there. You could also fit small thin LiPos into each of the side compartments as well. So a really nice feature. Yeah, and very convenient. You know, you should really think about the ergonomics of a gun when you buy it, because these sort of things do make it a lot easier to use in game. You're not taking major pieces of the gun off to change the battery. Very minimal disruption to your gaming time. Literally took off the case, moved the connector over to the second battery, put the cover back on, 15-20 seconds, and I was back in game. Really nice. Now, as you can see, it's got a standard Tamiya connector on at the moment, but I use Dean's, so I've just made myself a little converter. I will change that over to a Dean's connector when I get around to it. There's a lot of people who don't like or aren't keen on the HK pistol grips. I suppose it's personal taste. I do find mag-pull pistol grips very comfortable, but I love the authenticity of the HK grip. If you're going to get a true replica, then you want every single detail to be absolutely correct. And I just love the pistol grip just as much as I love the stock. So congratulations to Umarex on bringing out a really nice piece. Delighted to get it. Looking forward in future to maybe getting the M27 when it's released as an AEG. But for the moment, I'm absolutely delighted with my HK417D.